Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Spencer Dinwiddie joins the Hornets on a 1-year deal. Okay, that's a little pop-up that I got there. All right, guys, welcome back. It's good to be back. Shocking upset today. I can't make any heads or tails out of Jazza Dickens. I was a Jazza Dickens guy. He took the loss to Kid Galahad. I'm like, this guy's no good. And then he comes back and gets a really impressive win over Gatsiev. I can't make heads or tails of this guy. I picked Gatsiev to win. I think everyone did. The line on him started getting a little crazy. Like everybody was in on that. And then he got Gassiev got his ass kicked by 35-year-old Jazza Dickens or whatever Jazza Dickens is now, which is kind of wild. But shout out Jazza Dickens for sure. I can't make heads or tails of your career at this point. But that's what wild about boxing. It's not basketball where you play 82 games. It's not baseball where you get 600 plate appearances a year. It's hard. The sample size is so small, it's hard to track where these guys are because they're not fighting every day, every week like football. They're fighting twice a year. The whole problem of their career, let's say is 7 years from the time you're 27 to 33. You're fighting 15 times. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's hard to get a grasp on them. But that was definitely not on my bingo card. Jazza Dickens getting a 4th round stoppage. No, I didn't wager on that. I didn't bet on that fight. I didn't even suggest betting on it. I didn't bet on that. I didn't have any action on any. And that card was, where was that card? Where was it? They had like bare knuckle fights and stuff. It was a weird card. It was a strange card. All right, let me. I want to start a poll. I've got a question. Simple question. Who wins? Harlem or Catterall? All right, guys, take the poll. I'm interested because I'm getting a lot of people saying Eubank. I just don't see it. But I didn't see this either. So what the hell do I know? God dang, guys. It's good to have everybody here. All right, let's get into it. My brain is like mush right now. My brain is mush. I can't even think. All right, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. Oh, that's right. It was in Turkey. That's where it was. Guys, please smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month gets y'all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you the live betting, the updated props in the Discord. You get free access to the Discord when you join the Patreon. As well, after you join the Patreon, you get the lock of the week. So you get lock of the week, you get the live betting, you get the updated props, you get the absolute best gambling advice. You get to be a part of a great community. We stream fights there. It's a great time, guys. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that ticker below. It's in the ticker below. It's also pinned in the chat. Just $5 a month gets y'all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So make sure to join the Patreon. After y'all do that, head on over to, you guys know where, carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar, the Carnival Bar, carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com, the Carnival Bar. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Carnivalbar.com. All right. I want to get into a few things. Let me pull up the pro boxing odds first. Let me see what they got. Look at that. Badagasia was minus 1,300. Did anyone bet Dickens? Did anyone in the sound of my voice bet Dickens? You get on the record. Vote in the poll. Let me know what you guys think of the Harlem Eubank Jack Catterall fight. I think I know how it's going to go. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be competitive, but I think ultimately Catterall is going to carry it around. I see 116, 112, 117, 111 in a competitive but clear decision victory for Jack Catterall. To me, Catterall, yeah, people are going to say Eubank speed, this, that, and the third. I get it. Who has Eubank beaten? Who has he beaten? To me, Catterall knows how to win rounds. He knows how to slow the pace down to a grinding halt. I would pick Barbosa. You know, he lost to Barbosa in a fight. I thought he won, but he lost to Barbosa. Barbosa would beat Harlem Eubank too. Like, I mean, I don't really see Harlem Eubank is getting better. He's improved now. He's a better athlete. He's a good athlete. You're seeing some development, but he's not a world-class guy. I think that's going to be on display. But you guys let me know. You tell me if you think I'm wilding on that. I just released a video on Aqib Fiaz. Aqib Fiaz. That video is live right now. I've released videos on Eubank, Fiaz, Sky Nicholson. I'm running out of fights to kind of break down. I guess I'll do William Crawler next, although he's not even on FanDuel. William Crawler and Fraser Wilkinson. I don't even know if I can find tape on these guys. It is a slow week, guy. So it is a very, very slow week. I think Catterall, and then can we get props on Sky Nicholson? Can we get props on Alex Murphy and Fiaz? I don't even have Fiaz. I do have Murphy and Fiaz. They are on DraftKings now. I don't know if I have props on it, but here's a prop that I like. I would just go with this. All right. I would take the over on the Catterall fight. I would take William Crawler on the money line, and I would take William Crawler on the money line, and I would take to go the distance in the Fiaz fight. The Fiaz fight with Alex Murphy, 10-round fight. I would take that to go the distance. If you want to just go over with it, you can go over with it. But this is a prop that I like. I like this Crawler. It's minus 187. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I would lock this up. I may also throw a standalone bet on Fiaz to win by decision. Do I have a prop on that? Where's fight to go the distance? Fiaz to win by decision. It's plus 120. I like that a lot. So I'm breaking this down. I'm watching the tape. And originally I thought Murphy with his volume and his length could win. I'm watching. He's so sloppy. He's so easy to hit. He's so easy to counter. I think Fiaz is gonna chop him down. I think Fiaz is gonna win. You guys, you might want to just bet Fiaz on the money line. I'm that confident in Fiaz. I am that confident. I think Fiaz wins this easy. I think he gets in and out on him. I just think the difference in speed is going to be staggering. And Murphy's a guy that likes to press forward. He likes to, but he can't really keep you at the end of his punches. The fight takes place on the inside. And the speed difference, and Murphy's got nothing on his shots. There is nothing on Murphy's shots. I watched 3 fights of him. He never even hurt anybody's feelings. There's just nothing on his shots. There's nothing on them. So Fiaz is going to have his way with it. He's going to get in and out on him. He's going to tag him on the inside. He's going to Fiaz, again, he's just got the two knockouts, but they're both recent. Maybe he's coming along with his power, learning to sit down on his shots. I'm not seeing him sitting down on his shots, but he's got big legs. He's got a thick base. Like, there's reason to think that he may be able to punch a little bit. Murphy punches to targets. He doesn't punch through the targets. He punches to the targets. He doesn't keep you. He can't keep you. There's nothing there. He doesn't sit down on the shots at all. Everything is tiptoed. Everything is tiptoed, and it's to the target. And it's just things like that. I like Murphy's volume. I like his pressure. I like his length. Fiaz to me is a better fighter. Fiaz is going to win this fight. Fiaz, the speed difference, the athleticism. I just worry that he's going to get fights rounds away on volume. Like he's going to lose rounds on volume, but I don't think so. I think Fiaz, who's predominantly a counter puncher, is going to be able to catch him in between the shots. So to me, take Fiaz. You may even want to bet Fiaz on the money line, honestly. All right, let me get through some of these chats. What up, G? What up, Rando? Mar the Prince says, salute, Gary. Hell of a performance by Jazza. Batagaziev showed signs of a questionable chin against Cruz, Romero, but I didn't expect that at all. I did not have, especially that early in the fight. Like the fight was just getting started, and Dickens beat him down. Good shot. Shout out to Jazza Dickens. Let's go, Muscles. Let's go. What up, Cedric? Muscles in the house. I heard some people lost today. What happened? Jazza Dickens got upset. Jazza Dickens upset. I'm sorry. Jazza Dickens got the upset. He upset Batagaziev. In a fight, I didn't like betting on it. There was no money to be made on Batagaziev. Batagaziev was largely unproven. Jazza Dickens was a pro. I did pick Batagaziev, but I was not about to put money on that. I was not about to put money on that fight. The odds were minus 1,300, something wild like that. It just didn't seem like a worthwhile bet to me. I didn't see any upside in betting on Batagaziev. It just didn't make a ton of sense to me. I did think Batagaziev was going to win, though. It was in Istanbul, Turkey. That's right. Boxing is so full of surprises like a boxing tournament. Yeah, that's why even if I would have bet the over on this fight, it still would have lost. It was just a bad fight to bet. There was nothing intriguing. There was no sexy odds. There was no sexy bet in that fight. I wasn't touching it, but I did a video on it. Got that one wrong. King Ty, what's good, King? What up, King? Jazza blows up my first parlay of the week. Oh, you had Batagaziev in your parlay? That sucks. Run it back, though. Just run it back. What else? What else is on the parlay? Just run it back. The good thing about having the first leg of your parlay blown up is that you could just run it back. You know what I'm saying? Just run it back. We'll likely settle for the fight to go the distance prop on Catterall Eubank. Guys, vote in the poll. Guys, do vote in the poll. The poll is live. I want y'all on the record. Do you want me to vote in the poll? I typically don't vote in the poll. I can go on my other account. I can go on my Brooklyn Nets account and vote in the poll. Should I vote in the poll? You guys let me know if I should vote in the poll. And there's just not a lot of fights. You want to bet on the attractiveness of two lady fighters again? That was fun. Do you guys want to do that again? You want me to do a poll where we can vote on the more attractive of the two women fighters? Sky Nicholson KO. It's such a mismatch. And I love Sky Nicholson's feet. I love the way she controls the ring. She doesn't throw shots with any intention. There's nothing. But I agree. Nicholson, this is such a mismatch. It may get stopped. I don't even like betting on that fight. You know what I'm saying? It's such a mismatch. I'm not betting on Sky Nicholson to get the KO, but I also really don't feel comfortable with this going the distance either because it is such a mismatch. It's such a mismatch. I don't hate this. El Chivo, what odds are you getting on Sky by stoppage? Who are we seeing on the Catterall Eubank fight? Because I see a lot of people claim that Harlem is going to win, but I've watched the tape. I just don't see it. What are we seeing on Catterall Eubank fight? I'm seeing a lot of what you're seeing, real. I think it's largely competitive, but I think Catterall's IQ, his experience, his ability to get in and out, control the ring, slow the pace down, and frustrate Eubank, he's going to win the battle of the jabs. Eubank doesn't jab enough. Catterall's going to score the jab, put something behind it, and he's just going to carry around. I see a very slow, very boring fight, a typical Catterall fight that has zero interest, zero. I keep saying this. You guys think Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney are boring. Have you seen Jack Catterall fights? My goodness. But I think Catterall carries the decision. Off his accuracy and off his ring generals and his ability to control the pace of a fight. Mar the Prince says, gee, my book is offering MOV for the Pat Brown fight. Likely will take Brown via. Yeah, I would take that. Brown by TKO? Yeah, I would take that. -290, that's a good bet. I'm taking the over on the Catterall fight and getting my blankie and pillow ready for a solid half-hour-long nap. Yeah, it's not going to be entertaining. Like, at least Murphy and Fiaz, which is almost certainly going to go to this. At least there's going to be action. There's going to be, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be something to watch. In this Catterall fight, it's just going to be Catterall slowing this thing down to a grinding halt. Like I like Catterall. I think Catterall is a formidable guy who gives a lot of people trouble, but it is just such a difficult, ugly fight to watch. You know what I'm saying? I do like Catterall in the fight, though. Albert upset was crazy. Yeah, it was. That was not on the bingo card, my man. I did not see that coming. I'm going to Pat Brown KO. Not a bad bet. All the odds worth it to take Catterall decision. Are the odds worth it to take Catterall decision? I know the over is safe, but if the Catterall decision is, let me see. Let me get to that. I think so. I'm going to get to that. Give me a minute on that reel. I'm going to pull up the book in a minute. I already know Muscles looking for that. Oh, Muscles. If we can get a knockdown prop on that Catterall fight, woo-wee. Ain't no one getting hurt in that fight. Ain't nobody getting hurt in that fight. I'm sticking to the live betting for Saturday's card. I favor Fiaz, but I want to see 1 or 2 rounds before bet. It might be a good fight to live bet. It might be. What I miss, Muscles. If we can get that live, if we can get that knockdown prop on, come on, DraftKings. Jinru, what up, Jinru? I haven't seen it, my man. I haven't seen him and El Chivo in a minute. It's been a minute. It's good to have y'all back. El Chivo, I was gonna drop 10 on Sky KO myself. I figured the big mismatch, and she wants to make a statement. I don't think, depending on what it's paying. Look, I can't pick Sky Nicholson, who can't hurt a fly to win by stoppage. But I don't think this is a bad bet. I think she's got a real chance to get the stoppage here. You want to do all right, you guys, give me a minute. Let me, guys, vote in this poll now. I think this is fair. I think this is fair. I don't think this is close. Just like I don't think Estrada and Sky was close. I don't think this is close either. Gabriel Fundora? Nah. All right. Well, I'll do this. You guys want to do that poll? I got plus 1,000. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say that's worth it. Sky's minus 10,000 on my app. I'm dead. No props. Yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not, the Sky fight's not worth betting on. Havlock, my parlay, guys, vote in the poll now. I'm going to close it. I'm going to start the next poll real soon. My parlay was Badagasiev and Catterall over, and Catterall money line, and Krolla money line. So I'm sweating. Yeah. Here, run it back and just put Fiaz on the over. Put the Fiaz fight on the over. Minus 470 on the under 1.5 knockdown on Catterall Eubank. I think it's worth it. Let's go. My book, and if Zibdania versus, what book is that? I gotta look at that. What book is that, Mar? Let's go, Carlos. What up, my man, Carlos? The real is in the house. What up, real? I mean, ranking either of them 1 to 10, Gary. Not against. Oh, ranking them 1 to 10. I feel like they're okay. All right. I'm getting minus 5,000 on Sky. That free to me. Put Shannon Ryan in the poll. All right. I feel like we're gonna let me close out this post, guys. Vote in the other poll now. I'm finna close it out now. You guys like Catterall overwhelmingly? I'm gonna close this in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm closing this. Let me address this real quick. All right, Carlos, I want to get this. Here's the lock. Fiaz fight to go the distance. William Crawler money line over 10.5 on Catterall. All right. Idiots is right. What I miss? All right, hang on. You got it, Carlos. All right, let's sort the other poll. Hang on. All right, let's be fair to Gabriel Fundora. Let's find a decent picture of her where she's not boxing, where she's done up. She's looking her best. Here. All right, bugging. There's nothing attractive about her. All right, you guys. Real X for this. I'm gonna hook Real up. This is Real's chick. Start a poll. All right, guys, rate Gabriela Fundora. I'm trying to find a decent picture of her. It's not on me. I'm just giving the people what they want. I'm just giving the people what they want. Guys, vote on the poll. Vote on the poll. You tell me. I'm not voting. I got nothing to do with this. I wash my hands of this. I got nothing to do with this. You guys vote. This is your poll, guys. This is your poll. All right, I'm gonna pull up. I'm not even gonna look at this. I'm gonna pull up the DraftKings. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. You guys overwhelmingly thought Catterall was gonna beat Eubank. Ooh. All right, minus 10,000. Not touching this. Minus 6,000. William Crawler, I like. I think Crawler. Can you get Crawler by stoppage? If you can get Crawler by stoppage, I would take that too. William Crawler by stoppage. William Crawler on the money line minus 1,600. He's worth adding to your parlay. That may be worth it too. Pat Brown. Just looking at his opponent. Pat Brown's a heavyweight, 2-0, 2 knockouts. I'm not a big fan. He's fighting the guy, Lewis Oakford. I feel like I know him. Why do I know Lewis Oakford? Who has he fought? Okay, he's fought a couple of guys. He's fought John Hedges. That's where I know him from. This is probably worth it too. I'm going to try to do that. Pat Brown and Lewis Oakford. I'm going to try to do that tape too. I'm going to try to get into that. Fiaz, I think Fiaz is well worth the bet here. I like Fiaz. I like Fiaz by decision. I like the over. I like the fight to go the distance. I like any knockdown props. Sky Nicholson minus 6,000. I did the tape on it. I'm obviously taking Sky. I don't even love this to go over. This is probably just avoid that fight. I'd probably just skip that. It is such a mismatch. Joe Cordina, you can add Cordina. There is no tape on Jarrett Gonzalez. When you look at the opponent, he's not good. I can't justify telling anyone to bet on a fight where there's no tape on the other guy. But when you look at Jarrett Gonzalez, there's no reason to think that he can be competitive in this fight. He lost to a guy not long ago, 2021, Hector Garcia Dolores, and then since then, he beat a guy that was 7-30, 3-13, 8-1, 4-14, 7-7-1. The sanctioning this fight to me is wild. It's for the WBO Global Lightweight title. If he can't win, if Joe Cordina can't win this fight, it's probably worth it. I wouldn't take it by stoppage. I don't know anything about this guy. I'm gonna search one more time to try to find tape on him. If I can find tape on him, it will be the next fight that I break down. But I can't find any tape on Jarrett Gonzalez. Can you take Cordina? Look, he's minus 2,000, and there's no tape on his opponent. Is Joe Cordina going to win the fight? I would imagine they're going to give Joe Cordina a tuna can. I would certainly imagine that Joe Cordina is getting a tuna can. Do you want to bet him by stoppage? He's not a big hitter. I probably wouldn't bet him by stoppage. Do I think he's going to win? Yeah, I think he's going to win. He's got questionable wins over Rakhimov and Eddie Vasquez. The Agawa knockout back in 2022 was obviously sensational. That's what he's built his brand off of. I'm not a big Cordina guy, but I can't see him losing to this guy. I can't see that. And that's basically what we have this week. And then Catterall and Eubank. What I like in a Catterall fight, I think Catterall is worth it. I love the over 10.5. I like the fight to go the distance for sure. Fight to go the distance. I like Catterall by decision at minus 160. And these are basically the bets. I'll just review real quick. Catterall money line, Crawler by decision. Catterall money line, Catterall by decision, fight to go over, fight to go the distance. Any props like that. We don't have a knockdown prop yet. William Crawler, I think you can add that. Brown, I think you can add that. Pat Brown, I think you can add that. Fiaz, I like Fiaz. To me, it's a safe bet. Fiaz wins this fight. Fiaz by decision, I like a lot. I'm probably just going to bet Fiaz on the money line. Sky Nicholson, she's going to win. Minus 6,000. It's not worth the bet to me. This is such a mismatch. It's not going to make you any money. You got to bet, $6,000 to win 100. Joe Cordina, again, this is not a great bet. Cordina wins, minus 2,000. I don't love it. There's no tape on Jarrett Gonzalez. But this is what we got this week. I need to give you guys a lock. I guess put Cordina on it. I'm going to look for more tape on the over, all the good stuff on the distance. Catterall by decision, Fiaz by decision. All of those are good bets. Not a lot going on this week for sure. Guys, please vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Let me know what y'all think of Gabriel Fundora. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, shoot them at me now. Let me know. I will be back live tonight. I will do another show around 8 o'clock Eastern time. I will be live tonight about 8 Eastern time. I will have that show for you guys tonight. 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be live tonight. I will, Diaz and Murphy video, that is live. Check that out. Let's just take a look at the rest of the month. Guys, do vote in the poll. Let me know what you think of Fundora. So Cameron, Savannah Marshall, Dina Thursland, Scootney, Bumgardner, Taylor. Got a lot next week. David Morrell, Pueo, Shakur Stevenson, Edgar Berlanga. Got a lot next week. Should I just start? Is there, guys, let me know in the chat. Is there any more tape you want me to do? Is there any more tape you want me to do? Or should I just start with next week? Should I just start with next week? Is there anything else you want to see this week? Or should I just start doing the videos and the breakdowns for next week fights? Is there anything else you guys want me to do? Joe Cordina fight, we betting. Take Cordina, I guess. Luckily, nothing big because I don't know the guys but dudes can't even get their job done. These not so well-known fighters are not reliable. I agree. Johnson and Bumgarner are the most attractive women fighters. We could do a poll. We could do a poll on that. Vendora is not a looker. I agree. Someone thought she was an 8+. All good. We got better fights coming up. Let's go. This is what people are asking for, Rocket. Rocket says I'm messed up. The Real was asking for the poll. Bro, she ate that bitch. I'm making me feel weird. Hey, look, Real. There's something out there for everyone, my man. There is something out there for everyone. I gotta watch too, man. I'm just all right. Don't vote in the poll. Movie said, Gary, you bugging. We got wives and all that. Gee, stick to boxing. I'm trying to. To be fair, Gabrielle looked pretty good at the ring event. Relax, man. Relax. Was it Figueroa's sister is now engaged to Mario Barrios, and they have a kid together. They just had a kid just recently, and they're engaged. As well. I don't care. I'm sticking to stick with it, man. There's something out there for everyone. I didn't say she was the best on the planet or anything like that. Monica Hanoa is fired too. Yeah. I who said that? More. I don't disagree. She looks better than Shields, says Levan. What up, Levan? That's right, Romo. You don't judge that. You don't judge, attaboy. Shields. Most boxers get the knockouts from tuna cans. That's true. That is true. Congrats to your boy. Yeah, that's my homie, Schofield. That's the homie right there. Thank you, Lee. I found tape on Jarrett Gonzalez Cruz versus Carlos Alberto Marquez Lerora on YouTube. He's a right fighter. I'll try to check it out. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. He's actually a fighter, but do you have the link, Mark? If you have the link, how do I make you a mod? How do I do this? All right, Mark. I made you a mod. You're a moderator. If you have the link for that fight, can you put it in the link? Can you share that link, Mark, if you have it? Cordina coming off a long layoff. Yeah. I don't love betting on that fight. Plus, he's going to up against an unknown Mexican. I kind of agree with Havelock on that. But I'll start with next week. Move to the Flushing Cup. All right, I'm going to move to next week. I'm done with this week. Start with next week. Have you already done a video? I will do that. I will start with next week. I haven't done any of the videos for next week. Mother Princess, Gary Jr. Russell is returning on the Pacquiao Barrios undercard. Is he? That's hot. That's a fire right there. No, I don't. The Sky poll was my idea. That is true, real. You ain't never lied. You never lied. That is true. That was my idea. Cristobal versus Gill. Albert got smoked. That dude wasn't built for the pros. Cristobal Lorente. Hang on. Let me get back to that. I don't know who this is. I don't know who Ruben Gill is, Carl. I'm just hearing about this now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Ruben Gill. I don't know Ruben Gill from a hole in the wall. Gall smoked Abbott. Vegeta versus Shim. Vegeta. Shim's been beat around a bunch, right? That's a Korean guy. He's been beat around a lot. I would take the unbeaten prospect in that fight. I would go with the unbeaten prospect. I would take Vegeta. You guys are really getting to the week. Who's got a book on that? Tyrell. Tyrell says, do you think overhead knockdown at plus 150 for Eubank Cattle is a good? No, I don't. I don't think there's going to be any knockdowns in there. I don't think that's a great bet. Have fun. We'll be all right by next week because we have all female cards on Friday. Let's go. Let's take the overs. Yeah, I win. Can't wait for Eddie to watch Jack Pillowfist his way to another win and get bricked up over a boring fighter and claim he's back and the best in the world. Again, Eddie loves snoozers. Eddie does. Eddie loves guys who don't like to fight. I appreciate it, Mar. Let me link this right here. It's something. I appreciate that, Mar. It's something. It's some tape I can watch. If I can make heads or tails of this tape, I will do a video on it. Bet365 has props on Sims. Interesting. What are the odds on that fight? I haven't even seen that. Let me check my poll real quick. Guys, vote the poll. I'm going to close the poll in a minute. Right now, the votes are all over the place. 1 to 3 is winning with 6 and 7 right on its coattail. Guys, please vote in the poll. Vote in the poll if you're comfortable with it. If not, don't worry about it. This is such a layup for Sky Nicholson. It's such a mismatch. It's such a bad fight, Mike. She may get the stoppage. Bovada also has it. Okay. Tyrell says on bet 365, Kenji 1 to 10. Shim. I think Kenji's going to win. Does he get the stoppage is the question. You can bet on it. You guys feel comfortable betting on it? Bet on it. You know. I'm about to wrap. We've been live for 40 minutes. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, please leave them now. If not, forever hold your peace. It is July 2nd, 2025. Let me close out my poll real quick. Guys, I'm going to close out the poll real quick. I'm going to close it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll. It's got a 1, 2, 3. All right. Great live stream. Appreciate you, Tyrell. I will be live again tonight at 8 Eastern time. All right. It is July 2nd, 2025 from Texas to the world. Thank y'all and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.